All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Wednesday, April 26th. We have a four-game slate. We're going to start with DraftKings. John Morant, 9.7K in a must-win game. I absolutely expect him to go crazy. Fire him up. Steph Curry, 9.5. They're going back to Sacramento. If they win, it's going to be on his back. So fire him up also. De'Aaron Fox, he has a injury to his shooting finger, his left index finger, which is a shooting hand. I expect that to um, trouble him a little bit. I do still expect him to put up a lot of fantasy points. I still do expect him to put up over 50 fantasy points, but he's probably gonna do it in a lot more ways. Rebounds, assists. He's been the better guard out of him and Curry this series. And if it sounds crazy, just check the numbers. But he's been the better player for this series. Like right now, he's been the better player. I don't expect him to fall off a cliff just because um he's injured or he's hobbled. So we'll see what happens. So I wouldn't have him in every single lineup, but I'll still play him. Donovan Mitchell, I don't know what the fuck crawled in his ass, but I'm not paying 8.7K for him. Even though he might go crazy, I know in the back of my mind he still has a 60 fantasy point upside. He hasn't really shown me it. He hasn't shown me any sparks. I don't know what's going on with Cleveland. I don't know if they're tired. I'm starting to think these teams are tired because the starters for Cleveland play heavy minutes during the regular season, and now they're fizzling out. So I'm gonna stay away from Donovan Mitchell if I'm playing a few lineups. If I'm playing 6, 7, 8 lineups, I'll throw him in one. I'm not interested though. Drew Holiday is fine. Um, they're facing an elimination game. Expect him to play 40 minutes and rack up the stats like he always do. Jalen Brunson, disrespectful price. Disrespectful price. I'm firing up Brunson on all accounts. Listen, New York and Cleveland, he's the best player on the floor. Period. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to debate. If you try to tell me that anybody's better than Brunson out of this series, I'm gonna ignore you because they're not. Garland has been the best player for Cleveland. I give you that. He's too cheap also. Fire up Brunson. Fire up Garland. For me, personally, Donovan is a healthy fade if I'm playing one lineup. D'Angelo Russell, very streaky, but on a 3-game slate, you need him. On a 4-game slate, you might be able to get away from him. But he's a decent play. Austin Reeves, he does a little bit of everything. I favor him for $200 less. Fire him up. Jordan Poole, he's fine. If he starts again, you could take a shot, but he's very score independent, and he dribbles the ball too much. He's not fitting into the system. And if you ever see minutes discrepancies, it's because of him dribbling the ball too much and his defense. Another thing like Kuminga, they're not going along with the program with that triangle offense. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of passing, a lot of screens. They're getting the ball and they're going one on one. They're doing their own thing. That's why they have to get a bench. And you can see it clear as day. If you know basketball, if you understand basketball, you can see what's going on clear as day. Davion Mitchell, you could take a shot. Kyle Lowry, you could take a shot quickly. I don't think I'm going to be playing quickly. Gabe Vincent, you could take a shot. He's going to start. Schroeder, if you're desperate. And I think that's about it. Let's go to shooting guard. Bane, he's going to have another game of his life if they're even going to try to beat the Lakers. Listen, I in this video I'm going to be saying a lot of things that's going to be hard for some people to hear, but if you're going to win at fantasy, you got to understand the realities of what's happening right now. The Lakers are a better team than Memphis. Forget the seedings. Forget a 7 and a 2. Forget all that. Throw that shit out the window. Lakers are a better team. Bane had the game of his life. They still lost. Yes, it went to overtime. They still lost. He's gonna have to have Morant's gonna have to go off, and Bane's gonna have to go off for them to even have a shot. And I said that before the series even started. That one of Bane or Kennard has to go off, and it's gonna have to be Bane the starter. So I expect Bane to have a big game. Klay Thompson, he's always in play. Malik Monk, they're going back home. I expect him to try to take up for his man, De'Aaron Fox. You know, these guys are college buddies, college teammates. I think he'll take it personally to hold his man down. And I expect a big game out of Malik Monk. Herter's always fine. LeVert, he should start. He should play high 30s in minutes. You can fire him up. Josh Hart, too cheap for what he means to this team, especially with Julius Randle playing like a not playing well right now. Let's just say that. So fire up Josh Hart. Dylan Brooks. I don't think I need Dylan Brooks because Dylan Brooks is awful. Strus. I think I heard somebody some no, let me not say that either. Let me just say this. Max Strus finished with negative fantasy points, and I'm going to move on. I'm not even going to say what I want to say. Grayson Allen, I don't think I need in a must-win game from Milwaukee. When the playoffs started, I said that a lot of these decisions were going to be narrative-based. And I've been, if anybody has gotten lineups from me or you're in the Patreon, we've been smoking these slates because I'm just building lineups off of narratives. What team needs to win? What team just came off of a loss? You know, the Lakers, you know, with the Memphis stuff. Like, I'm using narratives to build my lineups, and it's been working out. That's what you gotta do in the playoffs. Some people listen to me, some people don't. But I'm giving you the keys to the car. You do what you want with it. I don't think we need Kennard. I mean, Kennard, you could take a shot at 4.1K. Duncan Robinson at 4K. He's part of the Miami Renaissance because a few games ago, Miami was dead in the water. Duncan Robinson's a huge part of their turnaround. Fire him up. The rest of these guys I don't really need. Strus starts, right? So the game could start and Strus could hit three straight threes, and he'll get more playing time. That's all. That's always on the table. But he's been playing bad, and Duncan Robinson's been playing better. So that's all the information I got for you. Let's go to small forward. Braun 10.3K. If you don't know what if you don't know what LeBron is doing, I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. LeBron is letting the team get off first, and then he's picking his spots. That's what he's doing. He's letting everybody get it going, and then you know, he's coming in on the end. I've seen him do it before. If you've been watching basketball for a while, you know that's what he's doing. Can he pay off 10.3K by playing like that? Yes, he can. 10.3, fire him up. The problem with LeBron at 10.3K is for $900 cheaper, you got one of the greatest players of all time, Mr. Jimmy Butler. Yeah, one of the greatest players of all time, Jimmy Butler, 9.4K. You're gonna fire Jimmy Butler because he's gonna do it again. Middleton is really worth 6.2K, but whatever. Wiggins is in play. Back to Butler. I know somebody's gonna try to say something about Jimmy Butler. The problem with basketball, the problem with these athletes is that we wait till they retire or they die to blow smoke up their ass. Why wait? Jimmy Butler's great. Jimmy Butler's a very good regular season performer, and he's a top tier, amazing, sensational performer in the playoffs. So why are we going to wait to give him his accolades? In the playoffs, many players fizzle. This man rises all the time. And look at the team he's dragging right now. Gabe Vincent, fucking 50-year-old Kevin Love, fucking half-ass Bam Adebayo, non-existent Max Strus. This is the team he's winning with. Jimmy Butler is one of the greatest players of all time. Period. Let's continue. Where are we? Wiggins, fire him up. Herder, we spoke about him. Caleb Martin off the bench is tough to pay 5.6K for a guy off the bench. However, he's playing better than some of the starters. You got to play him. RJ Barrett, is he going to have 3 games in a row? Wow. 3 good games in a row? That's the question. We're all going to play him at 5.4K, and he's going to wet the bed. We know how this goes. I'm still playing him anyway. Barnes, I'd rather play Barrett than Barnes because I don't know what galaxy Barnes is on. He doesn't do enough. And I'm not trying to waste money. I got RJ Barrett right here for $100 more. And what we're looking for is Randall to get benched again, so Barrett can soak up all his minutes in usage. That's the narrative we're looking for. DiVincenzo, you could take a shot at 4K. Connington, you could take a shot. I don't think Gary Payton plays enough to give me enough fantasy points for me to win. Some people might look at the box score and play Roddy. I don't think they're going to be playing a lot of Roddy on a elimination game. Yeah, let's go to power forward. Giannis at 10-4, elimination game, and he's Giannis is not healthy, so Giannis has his back spasms, and he had to get an IV after the game, after the last game. So he's giving you everything he got, but he's not 100%. So don't look for him. We're looking for 70 fantasy points out of Giannis. He might be only able to give us 55 or 60. At 10.4K, that could still win us a tournament, but just keep in mind that Giannis is not healthy, and he's dealing with more than one issue. Jaren Jackson Jr., I don't trust him. And you know something, you got to realize a lot of these good all-star bigs, they don't really have multiple good games against Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis is a sensational defender. Remember what he did to Jokic in the bubble? I'm not going to be wasting 8K on Jaren Jackson Jr. when he's got to deal with Anthony Davis. I'll find ways to allocate my money elsewhere. That's just me. If you want to play Jaren Jackson Jr., I'm not saying it's not a good idea. In an elimination game, you might get the game of his life, but I just don't feel confident that he's going to pay off 7.8K. Randall, look, I'll be honest. In my personal opinion, I think Randall is just tired from playing 40 fucking minutes a night in the regular season. And the reason I say that I think he's tired, he's getting the ball at the 3-point line early in the shot clock. Instead of him run a play, act for a screen, anything like that, he's just taking contested 3-point shots, which indicates that he's tired. If you ever played ball, you know that when you're tired, you're not trying to go to the hole. You're not trying to do nothing. You're trying to just shoot the ball, hope it goes in, and go about your day. We all know that. He's doing that early in the shot clock, and that's why he got benched, because he wasn't hitting the shots. He wasn't effective, and that's why he got benched. I think he's tired. Doesn't look hurt. He's either hurt or tired, but I think he's just tired. Can he get a little bit of a boost and play well for a couple quarters? Sure, but he's been playing bad. He's been playing awful for the last few games, so I think he just cooked. We'll see, but I'm not playing him. Mobley, 6.6K. Mobley and Jared Allen act like they never seen a ball before. I don't know what's going on with them. They were dominant in the regular season, and now they're fucking chopped cheese in the fucking playoffs. Fuck these bozos. Draymond, he's very risky. It's very risky to play Draymond for so many reasons. Bobby Portis is probably unplayable if Giannis is playing. Hachimura, you could take a shot, but his price is getting up there. Power forward is a little tricky. Keegan Murray, his price came up because he finally hit some goddamn shots. Kevin Love, you could take a shot, but he's only going to play 20-something minutes. Vanderbilt, is not going to score 8 points in the first quarter like he did last game. Obi Toppin, you could take a shot. Vanderbilt, you could take a shot. Power forward is very tricky. So power forward, you got to play one of the lesser evils. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shove Jimmy Butler in my power forward spot, just so I don't got to play any of these bozos. Let's go to center. Anthony Davis, 10.2K. He might give you 30 real life points. He might give you 12 real life points. But he always somehow managed to get over 50 fantasy points. 10.2K, you could take a shot. Sabonis has been average at best. Bam has been a little bit less than average. Brook Lopez looks amazing. Brook Lopez plays well next to Giannis. Actually, Brook Lopez helped me take down the tournament yesterday. I'm going right back to Brook Lopez. Jared Allen, you could probably take a shot at 6.2K. Kevon Looney, the rebounding machine, you could take a shot on him. Tillman, you could take a shot on. Mitch Robinson, you could take a shot. I love the centers better than the power forwards. I'd even take a shot on Hartenstein. You feel me? So that's my player pool for DraftKings for this slate. If you're new here, welcome. I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Please continue to subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. We're definitely going in the right direction. If you need help cashing, if you need help building lineups, I can help you. Check out the Patreon, linked in the description. Or you can DM me on Twitter, and we'll see what we can do for you. Let's go to FanDuel. Okay, let's just look at some of these salaries and let's get out of here. Because you guys already have the player pool. Morant is fine. Fox, Curry, Brunson, Drew, Garland, all priced appropriately. Malik Monk looks pricey, but he's not pricey because he's going to be asked to do a little bit more, with Fox being a little bit hampered. Poole, if he starts, he's fine. Russell is fine. Davion Mitchell and Gabe Vincent, I guess they're priced appropriately. A little bit spicy for me, a little bit high, but and the rest of these guys on FanDuel, I'm not going to be touching. Donovan Mitchell is priced appropriately for his upside, but he's been trash. We know that. Desmond Bane is not an 8K player, but if you feel he's going to have a big game, you can fire him up. Chris Middleton is not a 7.7K player. Hasn't been lately. You can still take a shot. Clay, you could take a shot. Austin Reeves is 6.5K. He's a little bit pricey. A little bit pricey on FanDuel. RJ Barrett is priced appropriately with the situation over there. Josh Hart is priced appropriately. LeVert, Herder, all priced appropriately. Dylan Brooks should be 3,900. Connington is a little bit spicy. DiVincenzo, same thing, a little bit spicy for their minutes. Duncan Robinson is fine. Strus is priced for what he is, so that's fine. Gary Payton is fine if you want to take a shot. Kennard, if you want to take a shot, they're fine. Schroeder is fine if you want to take a shot, but I think you need Russell to struggle to get the minutes you need out of Dennis Schroeder, so I wouldn't really play Dennis Schroeder. Remember, these elimination games, the starters are going to get more minutes, and then the 6th, 7th, 8th bench guys are going to get most of the minutes. So don't really jump out the window playing the 9th and 10th guys. Not in the elimination games. They're going to be playing more the guys they trust. Small forward, Giannis is priced appropriately. LeBron is fine. Butler is fine. Wiggins is priced appropriately with his peripheral upside, blocks and steals. For you guys that don't know what that is, Harrison Barnes is probably too. He's probably too spicy because he's been playing like shit. I'd rather play Keegan Murray for a couple dollars less. He's priced a little bit. He's a little bit overpriced because he had one good game. But what you gonna do? All right, let's go to power forward. All right. Davis is fine. Giannis is fine. The bonus is priced appropriately. So is Jaren Jackson. Julius Randle is overpriced. Like I said, he's not been playing well. Draymond is overpriced. Mobley, he's overpriced too because they've been playing awful. Tillman is overpriced. Bobby Portis he's overpriced too because he's not starting. Hachimura is fine. Love is fine. Vanderbilt is fine for his upside. Hartenstein is fine. Obi Toppin, you can take a shot. He's fine. And Trey Lyles if you're desperate for Trey Lyles and Jetty if you're desperate for value. They're fine. Brook Lopez is up there. He's up there, and it's hard to get away from him because of the last game that he had, plus the block upside on FanDuel. He's really priced out, but he's worth it. I'm not gonna lie. He's priced appropriately for his upside. I don't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Bam Adebayo is overpriced because he's been playing like dog shit. We know that. Kevin Looney's. You want him to start. You want him to play 30 minutes. Mitchell Robinson. They're priced appropriately for the upside. And I'm not playing Cody Zeller. So that's that. Listen. 4-game slate. A little bit of a complex slate. You're going to have to make some tough decisions. But just remember what I always say. Think of the game script, how you think the game is going to go, and who's going to be involved in the outcome of the game or how the game is going. And once you put those pieces together and construct your lineup, you should be seeing green at the end of your night. Listen, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you had a profitable night. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to go on and get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.